Older women like a man whose penis size is, psychology facts explained. When discussing attraction, preference, and sexual compatibility, size often becomes a controversial topic. But for older women, the psychology behind what they prefer in a man is usually far more complex than the simple idea of bigger is better. Research on aging, intimacy, and human sexual behavior reveals that penis size preferences shift with age, not because women suddenly care more or less about size, but because their priorities and bodies change in meaningful ways. To begin with, many older women report that comfort, safety, and emotional closeness matter significantly more than physical extremes. A very large penis, which might seem appealing in youth for novelty or excitement, can become uncomfortable or even painful as natural lubrication decreases and vaginal elasticity changes with age. This means that excessive size can actually reduce pleasure rather than enhance it. Thus, older women tend to appreciate a moderate size that allows intimacy without discomfort. Another important psychological factor is sexual confidence. Studies show that older women often prioritize a man who is comfortable with his body rather than someone who stresses about measurements. Confidence increases perceived attractiveness far more than size alone. A man who communicates openly, listens to his partner's needs, and shows patience during intimacy typically creates a deeper connection, something older women consistently value. Additionally, older women are more likely to focus on reliability and skill. They often say a man's technique, emotional maturity, and ability to build arousal are what truly makes sex satisfying. A penis that is of a comfortable, average size is often ideal because it allows both partners to focus on rhythm, touch, and emotional exchange instead of worrying about pain or physical limitations. Interestingly, research on sexual satisfaction among mature women shows that thickness is often more important than length, but only within a range that feels comfortable. This preference is tied to how nerve endings respond to pressure during penetration. However, even then, technique and emotional intimacy still outweigh physical traits. In short, older women do not prefer the largest penis. They prefer a man whose size is comfortable, confidence-backed, and compatible with their body and emotional needs. What matters most is how he uses what he has, how he communicates, and how he builds trust and comfort during intimacy.